You're listening to the Late Night Football Show with your host, Rohit Singh. That's me. On this show, we talk about some of the most seriously silly topics from the world of football for your entertainment and enjoyment. Please remember that the show is BYOL. Bring your own laughs, since we don't have the budget for a studio audience. Happy listening. Hello everyone and welcome to Late Night Football's second semi-final of the 2020 Trivia the Year competition. We had our first semi-final yesterday between Anna and Raj, and as you may know, Anna won that one and she's now in the final, and she awaits the winner of tonight's competition matchup between Jihyun and Daniel. Welcome guys to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Great to be here.
Yeah, awesome. Well, that doesn't sound scripted at all. But yeah, well, it's great to have you guys back again. You guys both won your first round matchups, and I'm really excited for this round, an all Korean semi-final for our competition, and also our two most dominant performers from the last round, because Anna and Raj actually had like sort of comebacks and they were very close matches, but you guys just blew away your competition in the last round. So it's like kind of like a really nice, as I called it, clash of the titans for the semi-final. But really awesome. Are you guys excited? Are you guys ready to get this started?
I am.
Yes. By the way, for
Very
those of you who
excited.
don't know, yeah, we did have some trash talking on our WhatsApp group. So we'll see how it goes and see if those can be backed up tonight with action. But let's get started, and I will open my trusted PowerPoint presentation. And here we go. So right here we are, semi-final, Jihyun against Daniel. And yesterday our category was the Champions League. Today it is the Europa League, and I'm hoping that there will be more answers given than last time, but we will see how that goes. In light of what happened yesterday, we have discussed this outside the show, that if needed and if both competitors agree, then I will be providing hints to questions about the answers, just to make it a little bit more interesting and answerable, because I must admit that even I did not know the answers to some of the questions that I prepared when I was preparing them. So it will be interesting, and it will be tough. This, I think, will be the toughest round of all, I think, and whoever wins this really deserves their place in the final, I think, definitely. But before we get started, we have to do the coin flip. So Jihan, since you are the first, so in the bracket you are technically the first person on the, as far as the brackets are concerned, so you get to choose whether you want to go heads or tails. So the only one shot, you get only one shot at this. So do you go heads or tails in the coin flip?
I will go with tails.
Tails, alrighty. And heads it is. So Daniel, you win this one. Do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
I
Or
will
do you want to let
second.
Gian go first?
I'll let Jihyun go first.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
let's.
Daniel.
Yes.
You're
Well,
welcome.
yesterday, as you know, Raj won the coin toss and he went first himself and he lost. So probably not a bad idea to let Jihan go first. It did work for you last time out, so definitely something to keep in mind. So before we get started, just very quickly, want to introduce the rounds to you guys. So in the last for Jihan, the way the format worked for you was there was 4 rounds, and Daniel, the way that the it was structured for you in the first round was that it was 2 rounds. So we've kind of reached a compromise, and there's actually 3 rounds today. The first round is basically picking a period of time of 5 year periods. There's four categories of 5 year periods, and there will be 3 questions each within that category. So you pick one category, then Gian picks one, and so on. Kind of like how the pick your tournament was in the first round. So it's kind of similar to that. And then there'll be a second round, which will be on individual accomplishments, and then the final round, which is free for all. And the final round, again, just like previous rounds, has a pass. So if you don't answer it, the other person gets a chance to steal the question by answering it. As usual, 10 points for every correct answer and 5 points for every past answer. Before I begin, we just want to mention that make sure that your phones are on silent, as I'm doing mine right now. And obviously, if the no peeking on your phones as well for answers. So just making a mention of all of that.
Daniel, show up your hands.
Yes. All right, awesome. And I'm keeping score here as well, but feel free to keep a tally if you would like as well. So here we are. So Jian and Daniel. So Daniel, are you ready to begin round one? Sorry, yeah, Jian, are you ready to begin round one?
I am, sir.
Yes. All right. So here we go. Pick your tournament. So you can pick basically between 2000 to 2004, 2005 to 2009, 2010 to 2014, or 2015 to 2019. There'll be three questions behind each of those years. Keep in mind that the year that it denotes is the year when the final was played. So yeah.
Mm.
Right, so you can pick any one of them.
Okay, I will go with the darkest period of my life, 2005 to 9.
I thought you'd have gone with the 2010 to 2014, considering how successful 2014 was for you last time around. But all right, okay.
I didn't want to jinx it. Yeah.
Okay. The darkest period of your life. Seriously, that's like very intriguing. But all right, okay. Here we go. 2005 to 2009. So, first question. So, which club won successive Europa League titles in 2006 and 2007? Was it Atletico Madrid, Porto, Sevilla, or Lazio?
This is insane.
Yeah, these are clubs and players that you probably haven't heard of. I haven't heard of some of them. I hadn't heard of some of them as well. So
I have zero idea what you're talking about.
yes, welcome to the club. Yes,
Okay, why not Sevilla?
that's a guess, right?
Yes.
I think there's something happening because Sevilla is correct. It is Sevilla. Oh my God, Daniel, you gotta watch out. Jian's guesses. I think she's got her guess instincts back. Oh my God. Okay.
It
Well, Daniel,
continues.
I'm sorry.
It continues.
Yes, I know. So it took us 13 questions to get our first correct answer yesterday. It's only taken us one. So we're already off to a really, really good start. But Jian, here's your next question to make it 20 points.
Okay.
Which team did Zenit St. Petersburg beat in the 2008 semi-final to reach the final? Was it AC Milan, Bayern Munich, Sevilla, or Benfica?
Just to be a little bit more respectful of this Europa, I'm gonna read the question again. Which team did the St.
St. Petersburg.
Petersburg?
Yeah, they're a Russian club. And
They're Russian club.
yeah,
Reached the final. I don't know.
yes.
AC Milan seems familiar, so I'm gonna go with it.
AC Milan.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. Daniel, do you know this one?
I don't know from the top of my head.
Oh, okay. If you had to make a guess, just to see if your instincts are working as well.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to spend my guesses right now.
Wow. What? Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Kim in a nutshell. But the answer is actually Bayern Munich. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Unfortunately, not AC Milan. They were in the Champions League that year. But
Cool.
nonetheless, final question for you, Gian, to make it 2 out of 3. Here we go. Which of these teams became the first Ukrainian team to win the Europa League in 2009? Was it Dynamo Kiev? Was it Metalist Kharkiv? Was it Shakhtar Donetsk or Zoria Luhansk? I only know two of those clubs, by the way, just so you know.
Ukrainian team, huh?
Yeah, they're all Ukrainian. Just yeah,
Okay.
there's no trick question that they're all Ukrainian. But
They won the whole Europa League. One of these teams.
yes, yes, they did.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with the most exotic team name. Shakhtar Donetsk.
You find that exotic? All right. And that is correct again. It is. Wow. I think it works in your favor, this whole thing. Okay. Wow. 2 out of 3. That you're already off to a wonderful start. Yes, Shakhtar Donetsk is correct. Amazing. Yes. All right. So, very good start, Jihan.
This is
Daniel,
absurd.
I know it's just going well, isn't it? Daniel, your turn to pick 2000, sorry, yeah, 2000, 2004, 2010 to 2014, or 2015 to 2019.
I'll do 2015, 2019.
Yes, very safe choice and a smart choice as well. Here we go. All right, which club became the first to win 3 Europa League titles in a row in 2016? So they won it in 2014, 2015, and 2016. Was it Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Liverpool, or Borussia Dortmund?
I'm gonna go with Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid. Unfortunately, that is not correct. It
Mm.
is Sevilla, who won three
Mm.
Europa Leagues in a row
Oh,
back in
nice.
2014, 15, and 16. Yes, but nonetheless, still time to catch up to Jihan. Here's your next question: who did Manchester United beat in the 2017 final to win the tournament? Was it Ajax, Celta Vigo, Olympique Lyon, or Bayer Leverkusen?
I'm gonna say Ajax.
Ajax. Is that a guess or like do you know this one?
No, that's my answer.
That's your answer, and it is correct. It is Ajax.
Oh.
Manchester United beat. Yes, I was in the Netherlands at the time when the final happened. By the way, just so you know,
Oh, wow.
I was in Amsterdam at the time,
Must have been
and
a lot of fun.
there was like people on the near bars and restaurants, just like wherever they could find a TV watching it. It was not a great time to be there because United won that game. So obviously, if people found out that I was a United fan, might not have been the best thing. But anyway,
Mm.
but yes, that was a wonderful tournament. That's a funny story too, but I think we'll leave that one for another day. But here we go. Third question, and a chance to pull up level with Jian. Who scored Arsenal's only goal in the 2019 Europa League final? Was it Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Alexander Lacazette, Alex Iwobi, or Aaron Ramsey?
I'll go with Lacazette.
Lacazette. Unfortunately, that is not correct. It is Alex Iwobi who scored. That was also his last game for Arsenal before he
Wow.
moved. But oh, sorry, you did not get a point there. So at the end of this round, at the end of the first round of picks, we have Jihan on 20 points and Daniel on 10 points. So an early lead for Jihan. Uh,
Woohoo.
Wonderful. Yes. All right. Awesome. Jihan, you get a chance to pick 2000, 2004 or 2010 to 2014.
Okay, let's go with 10 to 14.
All right. Awesome. Yes. All right. Let's do it. Here we go. First question. So, which two Portuguese teams contested the Europa League final in 2011? Was it Benfica and Porto, Porto and Sporting CP, Porto and Braga, or Benfica and Braga?
They're all Portuguese teams,
Yeah,
huh?
they are all Portuguese teams. Yes, there's no trick there. No.
As if that means something to me.
Oh.
Okay, let's do.
Trust your feelings. You know it to be true.
I want to get it right. Let's do Benfica and Braga.
Benfica and Braga. Is that your final answer?
Sure, why not?
And unfortunately, it is not correct. It's not Benfica and Braga. You did get Braga right, but Braga played
Mm.
Porto in the final. So
That's a
sadly,
tough one.
I'm sorry.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Did
Well,
you
they
know
all.
the answer, Daniel?
No.
Mm.
Yeah, this is the toughest quiz I think of all. Even I
Yeah,
think it
it's
will
a
be
very
probably tougher than the final as well.
it's a very tough it's
Yes.
very do people a lot of people follow the Europa League?
Not many people follow it actually. It's
Mm.
a second tier competition, so it's not very well followed. And a lot of the teams that play in it are not the glamorous names, right? So you get a lot of unfancied teams that make it very far and stuff. So it is difficult. It is very difficult. It is a difficult one to keep track of. And yeah, it is a difficult competition. This one to win and for the clubs and to win for you guys. But and maybe you guys will learn something. Maybe I don't know. People will learn something as they watch it too. Maybe people will be interested in watching it. Maybe. But all right, here we go. Second question for you, Jian. Still in the
Yeah.
lead, so that's good. Which of these players was part of Europa League winning teams in 2011 with Porto and 2012 with Atletico Madrid? So, was it Felipe Luis? Was it Joao Moutinho, Arda Turan, or Radamel Falcao? So, one of these players was part of the winning team on both occasions.
Hmm.
Which one was it?
I absolutely have no idea.
Mm. This player actually, is it okay if I give a hint, Daniel?
Please.
No,
Yeah,
I asked Daniel. It was Daniel. Are
that's
you okay
fine.
if I give a hint?
Yep.
Yeah. So this player actually kind of became famous after he won these two competitions. Sort of famous. Uh,
Doesn't mean anything to me.
well, you might have heard the name of handball. Well, I could tell you the nationality, but that would give it away. So I don't want to give
Can
it
you
away.
read the names again?
Is it Felipe Luis? Is it Joao Moutinho? Is it Arda Turan? Or is it Radamel Falcao? Are you
Okay,
trying
let's
to
go. Huh?
decide with the exoticity of the name? Which
No,
one?
no, no. I just wanted to hear it so I can have a feel to it. Let's go with Philippe Louis.
Felipe Luis.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. It wasn't Felipe Luis. It was actually Radamel Falcao, who was part of those
Um,
teams. But nonetheless, still one more question to go. And which club won the Europa League in 2013? Was it Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, or Arsenal? They're all from England.
just to piss you off, I want to say Arsenal.
But is that your final answer? Arsenal?
No,
Okay.
but I want to win as well.
Okay.
But I will go with Arsenal.
All right. And that's your final answer?
Yes.
Well, see, it doesn't piss me off. You did get the city right. They are based in London, but it's not Arsenal who won it in 2013. It is Chelsea
Mm,
who won it in 2013. So,
for
uh,
Chelsea.
yes. So, sadly, no points in that round for you, Gian. Maybe you used up all your guess instincts in the first pick, but hopefully you
Yeah.
can pick it back up. But, Daniel, you now have a chance to take the lead. Unfortunately, you also have the sad part of doing 2000 to 2004, the oldest period in this pick. So, are you ready to go, Daniel?
I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, here we go. First question for you. Which team won the Europa League in 2001? Was it Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, or Paris Saint Germain?
I'm gonna say Liverpool.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Right. You know, you're the only one who changes your answer when I ask you that question, who has changed his answer when you ask that question. You didn't do it this time, though. And fair play for not doing it because Liverpool is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so level up now, 20 points each. This is kind of nice, actually. All right, maybe this is your chance to move ahead in the lead now. So here we go. So question number 2. Who scored both of Celtic's goals in the 2003 Europa League final against Porto? Was it Chris Sutton? Was it Henrik Larsson, Stilian Petrov, or Paul Lambert? And I'm happy to provide a hint if you need one. Since I provided one to Gian, I can provide one to
Yeah,
you.
give me a hint here.
He played for Barcelona later on. He moved to Barcelona, so he's a former ex-Barcelona player.
All right.
If you
I'm
know
gonna go
that,
with Henrik Larsson.
and that is correct. It was Henrik Larsson. Yes, he played for Barcelona as well. After that, yes. So 30 points. Now, Daniel, you're in the lead, but you have one more question to grab it to even further extend your lead. And this is it. Which team did Feyenoord beat in the 2002 final to win the competition? Was it Inter Milan, Lille, Leeds United, or Borussia Dortmund?
Is it Feyenoord or Feyenoord?
Feyenoord,
That's a very interesting name. But I'll go
based
with
in
Inter
Rotterdam.
Milan.
Inter Milan, is
Yeah.
that your final answer?
Yes.
And to get a perfect 3 out of 3, that is not correct. Unfortunately, it is actually Borussia Dortmund who they beat in the final. And sadly, though, but not bad. Actually, you still got 2 out of 3. And that at the end of round 1, we have Daniel on 30 points in the lead. Sorry, Jian, did you say something?
No, I didn't. Way to go,
Oh,
Daniel.
hi. And
Yeah.
yes, well, sorry, we'll just pick that up back up again. At the end of round 1, it's Daniel on 30 points and Gian on 20 points. So just 10 points in it, but Daniel is in the lead. And Daniel, you will get to start the next round because Gian started the first round. So you get to start this one, which is individual accomplishments. You ready?
Can you remind me what the format is here for again?
It's just one. You answer one question, Gian answers the next. We just go. There's
Okay.
no passing for this one.
And how many questions are there?
There are 8 questions in this round.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Shorter round compared to the first one. But here we go. So, which of these players won the Player of the Tournament award in 2018? Was it Antoine Griezmann, Aritz Aduriz, Ciro Immobile, or Dimitri Payet?
I'm gonna go with Antoine Griezmann.
All right, is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
And you didn't change it again, and yet again you made the right decision because it was Antoine Griezmann. So
Oh,
you move on to 40 points. But no worries, Gian, you have a question in hand, so
Oh,
here's
is
your
it?
chance.
Oh, it's 10 points. That's right. 10 points. Okay.
Yeah, 40 points. So you're on 40 points now.
Great.
Yep, and that's
Daniel stole my luck.
probably, yes. Yes. Turns out to be a good coin flip toss to
How
win.
dare you call this luck? This is called intelligence.
Whoa.
And 30 hours of studying all week.
Wow.
Whoa. I wonder who feeds you that intelligence. Is it
It's
Google or is it, what is it, Alexa?
called my brain.
Whoa.
Oh, anyway,
Okay.
really high A level trash talk there. But nonetheless, Gian, has a chance to at least to reduce the deficit back to 10 points. Here we go.
Let's
So, which of
go.
these players won the Player of the Tournament award in 2019? Was it Olivier Giroud? Was it Eden Hazard, Luka Jovic, or Joao Felix? Joao
Luka
Felix.
Jovic.
Is that your final answer? Unfortunately, that is not correct. It wasn't Luka Jovic. It was Eden Hazard who did it, who
So I
won the
don't
Player
get
of
a
the
chance to
Tournament award.
I don't get a chance to respond. For five.
No, there's no pass for this one, right? It's on the next one.
Ah, I see.
What
Okay.
an unfortunate last name, though. Hazard.
Yeah, Hazard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Yeah.
the original name, but yes, it is Hazard. Yes. But here you go, Daniel. A chance for you to further extend your lead. Here we go. Which of these players holds the record for most goals scored in a single season of the tournament? Was it Jurgen Klinsmann, Alan Shearer, Radamel Falcao, or Alfredo Morelos?
I'm gonna go with Radamel Falcao.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Right, and to further extend his lead, Daniel says Radamel Falcao, and that is correct. It is Radamel Falcao.
Yeah.
And you move on to
Woohoo.
50 points. I tell you, this has already been a much better tournament than the previous one. But wow, steamrolling ahead, my man, my friend, doing really well. Gian, already it's looking a little bit tougher and tougher for you with each one. I think
Mm.
Daniel's in his groove now, I think. Or maybe it's just the questions are falling that way. But anyway, chance to reduce the deficit to 20 points. Jihan, I hope you get this next one. Here we go. Question number 4. Who holds the record for most goals scored in the tournament overall? So, overall, who has scored the most goals? Is it Radamel Falcao? Is it Klaas-Jan Huntelaar? Henrik Larsson? Or Aritz Aduriz?
It is Henrik Larsson.
Is that your final answer?
Why not?
It seems like it's a guess, and maybe the mojo is coming back because Henrik Larsson is correct.
Yay.
There's an amount of 30
Nice.
points.
Nice.
Yes, it is Henrik Larsson. And wow, okay, so we're back to 20 points for the moment. But Daniel, a chance to make it 3 out of 3. Here we go with question number 5 for you. Which of these players scored both of Atletico Madrid's goals in the 2010 final? Was it Diego Forlan, Sergio Aguero, Raul Garcia, or Simao?
I'm gonna go with my Uruguayan man, Diego Forlan.
Diego Forlan won the best player of the tournament at the World Cup, but before that, he did score both goals for Atletico Madrid.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
So it is 60-30 now to Daniel, and you've gone 3 out of 3. My God, that's like, I think this has been incredible, incredible, high quality. But Gian still,
Whoa. Do
sorry?
I even have a chance to upset?
Well, there's still time, and then we go to the past rounds. That's where things could swing. I
yeah.
mean,
There's still
you're not
lots of
doing so bad either.
opportunities.
Wow, this is very discouraging.
Well, Daniel's
Don't
still
worry,
3 out of,
I destroyed Dahlia even worse last week. So
Whoa.
wow. Wow. Okay. Well,
and tell
don't
Anna
worry.
I'm coming next. I'm coming for her head next.
You spoke too soon, man.
I
We'll
know.
see.
Watch I
Well,
lose
it's three
this.
out of three for Daniel, but Jian, you're not doing bad. You're still one of two, so it's not that bad. You could make it 2 out of 3 for this round. So
Okay.
here we go. Here's your question. Which of these players scored Chelsea's winner in the 2013 final? Right, was it Fernando Torres, Frank Lampard, Branislav Ivanovic, or Ashley Cole?
It is Fernando Torres.
Fernando
No, I'm gonna
Torres.
change my mind.
Oh, you're gonna change your mind. Okay, cool.
It is Ashley Cole.
Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, you could just go by all, but anyway. All right, but to get to 40 points, Jihan picked Ashley Cole, and unfortunately, that is not correct. It was not Fernando Torres either. It was actually Branislav Ivanovic who scored the winner. So, Daniel, the 60-30 and a chance to make it a perfect four. Here's your question. What do these players have in common? Juan Mata, David De Gea, and Willian. They have scored or kept a clean sheet in at least one final. So, because David De Gea is a goalkeeper, so I've said either they've kept a clean sheet or they've scored a goal. They have won the Europa League with two or more different clubs. They have played in at least two Europa League finals, or all of the above.
I'm gonna pick all of the above.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
And unfortunately, that is not correct. So you didn't go for a four. David De Gea, well, they all have won Europa League with two different clubs. They have not all kept a clean sheet in at least or scored. And
Mm.
David De Gea did not play in the Europa League final win with Manchester United. So the answer is actually they have won the Europa League with two or more different clubs. But David De Gea did not play in the final. It was Sergio Romero who started, but he
Wow,
was on
that's
the
a tough
bench
one.
for that one. Yes. So yeah, that was a bit of a trick question, but nonetheless. So Gian, a chance to make it take it back to 20 points deficit. But here's your final question for this round. What do these
Mm-hmm.
players have in common? Radamel Falcao, Frederic Canute, and Ivan Zamorano. They have scored in at least two different finals. They have won at least two Europa League tournaments, and they have won with at least two different teams, or all of the above.
I will go with all of the above.
All right, Daniel picked all of the above, and it was wrong. And you picked all of the above, and unfortunately for Daniel, that
No,
is
What?
well, actually no. They have scored in two different. Oh, hold on. No, I think I've got that one wrong. I think it's all of the above. I think I've got that one wrong, but
Are
it
you
is all of
sure,
the above
Rohit? Are you
because they
sure?
have. Sorry.
Are you sure? This seems a little fishy.
No, sometimes when I do it like late in the night, I sometimes forget. But I can check it for you though if you're interested. I will do a quick check on my phone. From what I remember, um, I do believe that. Well, this happens quite often. It didn't happen with you, but it happened with Gian in another question, so she knows that these things happen all the time with me. But let's see. Let's make sure.
raises the tension.
Yes. Well, it's difficult actually. But how do I find this? How do I... Sorry about that. Just give me 1 minute.
No worries.
Mhm. Yes, it is correct. Gian is correct because Radamel Falcao has scored in two different finals, as did Frederic Canute and Ivan Zamorano, and they both did win two Europa League tournaments, and they have won with at least two different teams. So yes, it is correct. All of the above is correct.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my mistake, sadly. So Gian, you do move on to 40 points. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully that will not come back to be a critical factor, but we shall see. A little bit of contentious moment there. But nonetheless, Daniel, you're still in the lead, 60 points. And Jian, you're on 40 points. A very wonderful round, actually. You guys both did really well. Both of you, I think, got 3 out of 4. So, oh no, Jian, you
Nice.
got 2 out of 4, and Daniel got 3 out of 4. So, really, really wonderful. But we're going to the final round. Please note that in this one, there will be passing. So, if you get the correct answer, you get 10 points. But if you do not, then your opponent gets a chance to answer, and they can get 5 points if they get it correct. So there's passing, and this is usually where things swing one way or another. So there's always hope, there's always a chance. So Gian, you're going to start this next round because
That's good.
Gian Daniels had the previous one. So all you can answer. all sorts of different questions. So here we go with first question for you. So which country has the most number of tournament wins in this competition? So that means that which of these countries has produced the most number of winning clubs, or winning clubs that have won the tournaments overall. So is it England? Is it Germany, Italy, or Spain?
England,
Is that your final answer? Please know that yes, yeah. Is that the final answer?
I guess.
All right. Unfortunately, that is not correct. It is in England. Daniel, a chance to steal it and
I'm
take.
gonna pick Spain.
And Daniel goes with the obvious one, and it is Spain. I don't know. We've been talking about Spanish class this whole time, and I don't know, Gian, how you didn't get that one, but no, it is Spain. And Daniel, you move on to 65 points and closing in on a place in the final. But here's your chance to make it 75. Here's your question: which country has the most number of runners-up in the competition? Is it England, Germany, Italy, or Spain?
I'm gonna go with England.
England. And unfortunately, that is not correct. It is in England. So, Gian, a chance to steal 5 points and reduce the deficit back to what it was. Germany, Italy, or Spain?
Germany.
Germany. And to get 5 points, Jihan picked Germany. And that is correct. It is Germany. So you get to
Yes.
45 points. So imagine if you had got the last one. But anyway, if you had got the last one, though, you would have been only 5 points off, actually. But nonetheless, who's counting, right? But here you go, a chance to reduce the deficit to 10 points. Jian, here's your question. Question number 3. Which manager led Sevilla to 3 back-to-back trophies from 2014 to 2016? So which of these managers did it? Was it Unai Emery? Was it Juan de Ramos, Julian Lopetegui, or Vicente del Bosque? Or del Bosque, not sure. But
I have no idea. Juan de Ramos.
is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
So Juan de Ramos did win the Europa League with Sevilla, but that is not the correct answer. Daniel, you have a chance to steal it. Is it one Unai Emery, Julian Lopetegui, or Vicente del Bosque?
I'll pick Vicente del Bosque.
So Vicente del Bosque actually won the World Cup and European Championships with Spain, but he did not win the Europa League.
Oh wow.
The answer is Unai Emery, who did it 2014 to
Mm.
2016. So the good news for you, Gian, is that Daniel didn't extend his lead, but the bad news is he still has one more chance to do so. And here's your question, Daniel, to make it 75 points. Who was the manager of Chelsea when they won the competition in 2013? Was it Jose Mourinho, Andre Villas-Boas, Rafael Benitez, or Roberto Di Matteo?
It was Jose Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho, is that your final answer?
Yes.
And unfortunately, that is not correct. It wasn't.
Wow.
So, with all that confidence, right? Gian, a chance to steal it again.
Wow.
Was it
It
Andre?
is. It is Roberto Di Matteo.
Is that your final answer?
Please.
Roberto Di Matteo won the Champions League with Chelsea in 2012. He did not win the Europa League with Chelsea in 2013. He was sacked before then to be replaced by Rafael Benitez, who then won the competition with Chelsea.
Mm.
Jose Mourinho, he then left in 2013, and Jose Mourinho was hired right after that. So, anyway, so we're still at 45-65, and we still have 6 questions to go. So there's still plenty of time, Gian, for you to pull it around. But here's your question to make it 55 points, perhaps. Here we go. Prior to being renamed the UEFA Europa League in 2009, what was the tournament called? Was it called the European Cup? Was it called the UEFA Cup? Was it the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup? Or was it the UEFA Intertoto Cup?
Whoa, I feel like I should know this.
I think everybody
European Cup.
knows. I mean,
UEFA Europa. What does UEFA stand for?
Union of European Football Associations, I think.
UEFA Cup.
Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
UEFA Cup. And it looks like it's a total shot in the dark or somewhat of an educated guess. But either way, it is correct. It is called the UEFA Cup before being renamed the Europa League. The European Cup became the Champions League. The UEFA Cup Winners' Cup was merged with the UEFA Cup, and the UEFA Toto Cup was also merged in 2009. But nonetheless, 55 points to you, Jihan. 10
Woohoo!
points closer to Daniel's total. But Daniel, you do have a question in hand, which is this one, question number 6. Which of these countries have not had two clubs competing in the same final? Is it England, France, Italy, or Spain? Daniel, this question is for you.
I'm gonna pick France.
France. All right. France, and to take it to 75 points, that, sorry, actually, you know what? Gian, if you, do you know the answer to this question?
If it's not France,
Yeah,
then I would go with Italy.
Italy. Well, sorry to say, Gian, but that is not going to work out because France is actually correct.
Why ask then?
I
Oh,
just like to I
please.
like to troll people. Sorry about that. Oh, Gian, I'm sorry. Sorry, I do that once in a while. Sometimes I don't remember the answer, so I ask. But sorry, but then I realize no, it's correct. But anyway, Daniel, you do move on to 75 points. I am sorry. I feel like this has become very emotional now. But
You
anyway,
have insulted the participants, Rohit.
I'm so
He's
sorry
gonna
about that.
he's gonna start crying on your podcast.
Really, thanks.
I'm sorry, Jian, for that.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, but here's your question to get it back to 10 points. Which of these countries had all four semi-finalists competing in the same tournament? So they had four semi-finalists, all of them from the same country. Was it England, Germany, Italy, or Spain? And I do know the answer to this one, so I will not ask if you get the correct one.
Well, I think I should say Spain.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. It was in Spain. Daniel, a chance to steal it. And
All right. If it's not Spain, I'm gonna go with Italy.
Italy. And to make it 80 points, Daniel picked Italy. Unfortunately, it is not correct. Is Germany,
No.
who had all four semifinalists in the same tournament. This was back in the 80s, though. But
Oh wow.
nonetheless, we have that was question number 7. So, oh, sorry. Well, I think we have one more question. I think we have two more. Yeah, we have 4 more questions to go. So here's yours for you, Daniel. Here we go. So, which city hosted the 2016 Europa League final? Was it Standard Liège? Was it Brussels? Sorry, I should say, was it Liège? Was it Brussels? Was it Basel? Or was it Zurich? The tension is getting to me too. I'm talking about club names instead of city names. But anyway, which of these cities hosted the Europa League final in 2016?
I'm gonna say Zurich.
Zurich.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, Gian, I hate to do this, but I am not sure if that is the correct answer or not. So I don't want to go forward without knowing without because it's a past one. I want to give you the opportunity to. If in case it isn't Zurich, do you know the answer? Or do you want to take a guess?
Wow.
I honestly don't know the answer to this one, so I don't want to go ahead.
He's gonna make you cry again.
Oh my God, it's
No,
brutal.
this is not me trolling. This honestly, I
Wait,
don't know
but how do you
I
not know
don't
the
remember the
answer?
answer to this one. Like I said, I don't remember the answer. Like this
That's
is
my
very tough.
question. How do you not know the answer? You picked the questions.
Well, I did it
Don't you
like
have it
a
written
couple of days
down?
ago. I forgot.
Oh my.
You know, I don't
Okay,
breathe this trivia.
okay. I will go with Basel.
Basel. All right. So let's see what the correct answer is. Daniel picked Zurich. Gian picked Basel, and the correct answer is Basel. I was right. Zurich was not correct. I thought it was Basel, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to move ahead. But yes, Basel is correct, and that gives Gian 60 points. So 15 points behind. And that means, Jihan, you do need to get the next one correct to make it to have any chance of making it a tie. So
All right.
here's your final question for this competition. If my math is correct, I think this is the final question. But here we go. Which city hosted the 2018 Europa League final? Was it Amsterdam, Paris, Rotterdam, or Lyon?
Wait a second. Didn't you say you were in Amsterdam in 2018? Was it 20? Is it like Europa League happening every year or every 4 years?
Yeah, it happens every year.
Every year. Oh, you were
Yeah.
saying you were there in 2017, so it shouldn't be Amsterdam. Then I will go with Lyon.
Lyon. All right. All right, Lyon. To make it 70 points, I'll keep the suspense going. And Daniel, I will ask you if you know the answer, or I think it's only fair I should give you the opportunity. If it's not Lyon, do you have a pick? Unless you know the answer and you know that it's Lyon.
I'll pick Paris.
You'll pick Paris. So both of you went with French cities, which is kind of understandable if the last one was in the Netherlands. And the correct answer is it Paris? Is it Lyon? It is Lyon. And that takes you to 70 points. So we have one more question to go for you, Daniel. Currently it's 70 points, Daniel on 75 points. Daniel, if you answer this one, you win. If not, then Jihyun has a chance to tie it up, which I kind of hope doesn't happen because I really can't. I don't have any tiebreaker questions prepared. But here we go. So, what is the actual trophy that is given to the winner of the tournament called? So, not the competition, but the actual trophy. What is that called? Is it called the UEFA Cup? Is it called the UEFA Vase? Is it called the Bronze Cup or the Bronze Vase?
The UEFA Cup.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
And to win it for 85 points, that is correct. It is called the UEFA Cup. The trophy is called the UEFA Cup.
Oh my god, that's such an easy question.
Oh, do you want to do another one? Because I
No,
wasn't sure that was
sure.
easy or not.
I want to go to the finals. Let's go, Anna. If you're watching this, Anna, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Oh my god! Congratulations, Daniel.
Thanks,
Yes, so
Gia.
the final score is Daniel on 85 points and Jihyun on 70 points. Sorry, Jihyun, about that. The final
No
question.
worries. You know what? I'm actually surprised that I even scored some.
No, I think this was wonderful. I think this was a
This is a
much,
really
much
close
more
game.
competitive and closer competition than the previous round. So both of you guys should be proud.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. You actually scored double the points that Anna scored to win the round.
Really?
Anna scored 35 to win it. You scored 70 points. So sometimes the draws work out that way, right? But thank you so much, guys, for participating. Let's have a very quick look at the bracket. So we now know that the final is going to be between Anna and Daniel. So at the right now, it has the makings of a one-sided tournament match, but we don't know what will happen in the final. That will air next week on YouTube, so stay tuned for that one. But in the meantime, thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you so much, Jihyun, for participating today. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate your time. Jihyun, you've been really wonderful throughout this tournament. I'm really, really happy to have you. It was a real pleasure and a real honor to have you here. Daniel, we'll see you again in the final. What we do know now, though, is that Daniel is the better Korean football expert. Maybe I don't know. The Battle of the Koreans was won, but we've got one more round to come. So, but look on the bright side, Jihyun. You don't have to face Anna, and you won't have an awkward next day conversation.
Yeah, she's my boss. Hey, Anna, my money's on you.
Wow. Wow. She does not cheer for her fellow Korean brother. First time Korea goes to the finals in anything, and she doesn't cheer for the Korean person.
I cheer for Poland.
All right, we'll bring you that one very soon. But thanks, guys, for taking part, and have a great rest of your weekend. And we'll see you again soon. Take care, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for listening to that episode of Late Night Football. We need your help to grow this channel, so if you've been enjoying the show thus far, please do like and subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends, family, colleagues, neighbors, drinking buddies, fellow football fans, and anybody else you know or don't know. We really appreciate it. Please also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We have the links in the description below, and spread the word about us. Take care.